Welcome, hobby enthusiasts! I'm Banner here at Minimal Tabletop, and today I would like to show you how you can paint genestealercult acolytes in Dirty Miner Optic within minutes. You can see what is needed for this here, but I also link it again in the description of this video. So, let's get started! I primed the Xenos Mutant with Zandri Dust Primerspray. The largest painting area, which is the minor clothing of the acolyte, has this color as its basis, and the other colors can be applied very well on this primer in my experience. I start with the base layer for the skin tone in Bugmans Glow. I apply the paint somewhat diluted, which seems to please the alien Bugman. I do not have to apply this layer completely. I just make sure to completely paint the skin areas that I would like to have darker later on, and to leave out the claws, nails, teeth and the horn plate on his forehead. For the skin undertone to dry in the meantime, I next apply the metal paint, because the cleaver does not paint itself. Now that the metal paint is allowed to dry, I continue with the light skin tone. I diluted the paint about 50-50 with water. With this I achieved that I control very well how much of the skin undertone shines through. Where I want the skin to be darker, I only apply a thin layer. Where I want it to be lighter, I apply another one or more layers. I deliberately leave out the insect-like grooves in his arm, which later make them stand out better. With a bit of gold, I give the metal elements a few more accents that make the model a little more interesting. Above all, the amulet really sticks out. Everything that is supposed to get a leather look gets painted in a slightly thinned layer of Mournfang Brown. Now the claws and teeth are on. I paint them with a thin layer of Rakarth Flesh so that the Zandri Dust can shine through, which increases the color complexity. And the weird bony plate on his forehead is also painted in this step. I couldn't paint that cable on his head earlier, which now simply gets a coat of Leadbelcher with a thin brush. His eyes get a yellow dot each with the thin brush, which makes their acolyte looks even stranger. Oops, I messed up a bit there. That's not too bad, I just go over it again with the skin color. In this step I can correct some mistakes on the clothes. Just put a layer of Zandri Dust over it and it's like I never messed up in the first place. And now for the most exciting moment as we bring our tunnel dweller to life, shading with Agrax Earthshade. Simply paint the wash generously over the entire model and dab it off again where it might pool too much. Now the follower of the four-armed emperor is allowed to dry up after his mud bath. As I designed the base, I noticed that I want the growths in his mining clothing to be a little dirtier and more defined, which is why this part is given another coat of Agrax Earthshade. The Acolyte is now ready to follow his masters in the Great Cult Uprising. The genestealercult Acolytes are the first models where I came in contact with my enthusiasm for fast painting techniques, and it is always so much fun for me to imagine how they soak out of the dirty holes soaked in Agrax Earthshade to ambush their enemies. What is your favorite model for quick painting techniques? Please let me know in the comments. Until next time.